Test, test. There we go. Now we got a microphone. I made some changes on my computer last night and then also this morning, so a few settings and things I've had to work on while getting ready for the stream. Hope everyone's having a good afternoon. On Wednesday, January 12th. Ah, I just realized I left the darn race line on. I'm going to have to back out of this. I hate when I do that. That's what happens when you rush. I'm kind of in a rush this morning because I was trying to make some adjustments on my computer and got a little bit of help from Mark Pocock on my NVIDIA settings. He said he's going to start charging me. I would have figured it out eventually. Trust me. But it was helpful that he knew that on the triple screens you need to do some kind of video surround on the NVIDIA panel. And that was pretty helpful. What am I doing here? I lost my train of thought. Three minutes to qualify, so got back with plenty of time here. New driver today, M. Bailey. I have not seen him. We'll give M. Bailey a warm welcome. It's one new driver that I see on the list here. Bailey is running the number 83 BMW. Yet another BMW into the. Looks like there's a good mix though. I see some Bentleys, McLarens, Aston Martin, some Lexuses. So here we go. This is the qual. Test, test, test. Just double checking my mic. Test, test, test. Just double checking my mic. Okay, mic works good. Hello, Andy. Hello, Derek. Hello, Frank. Hope everyone's doing well today. I made a bunch of changes to my computer today, last night, and today, so I'm trying just going through to make sure everything's working because my speakers were all messed up, my mic was messed up, my settings were set up. I lost my stream key, so there was a lot of little things. So I'm just kind of like doing a little bit of a checklist. Sorry about not having a. I'm not focused on anyone right now. There we go. Somebody 997 had turned around there. Not sure who the 997 is. That would be Richard McKay. McKay. That is one sweet looking ride he's got. I like that car. Oh, I see on YouTube too. That's another setting that had changed since yesterday. I had to turn the live chat on the YouTube. I had it was set on top chat for some reason. So everything's a little bit screwy right now. But I am doing 3 screens. I've had 3 screens sitting here for since I don't know, since March or longer, never using them. And so now finally going ahead and utilize 3 screens, which is going to be a big change for me. And I'm actually doing some shopping to replace the 3rd screen, which was the reason why I stopped using 3 screens, because my 3rd screen broke. And right now I just have a normal flat screen TV style monitor as a replacement. So I had bought a replacement on Amazon, and then 3 weeks later they said, oh, sorry, we don't have any, but you could buy this replacement one for $100 more. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna wait. So right now I'm waiting on a better deal because I used a specific 32-inch curved screen, and I want to stick with that same format of curved screens. I really like it. And today was the first day that I actually got a chance to run this game with all 3 screens, even though I didn't have my view set up correctly. Oh my god, I love it, and I like it way better than VR. I tried using the VR, but the VR, it feels like the VR is sucking the life out of my eyeballs. And I don't get that feeling with the screens. So, McKay's getting some big airtime today. Look at that car. I just love that car. Very sharp. Let's switch. Chris Bourne is on the track. No, he's in the pits. Let's return to garage for just a moment. Try and reset this. Harrison, we're riding with Harrison Nolan in the 61 Aston Martin. Right behind him you saw Christopher Hort and Tristan, I think his name's Tristan or Trish Simpson. I have to say, I'm super excited about having triple screens. It's going to be very nice for also broadcasting and racing. Because right now I have Discord over on the left-hand side, I have YouTube, my YouTube screen, so I can read your chats on the right. Yes, I saw that picture of your chest, Mike. That's awesome. I was so impressed with that. Nice to have you in the stream. Thank you. Glad you stopped by. Currently running with Harrison Nolan. Haven't seen Harrison on the track for a while, so it's kind of cool to see him racing. He's one of the original guys here in this league back in February or March. One thing I could say, this league has had pretty good overall retention of drivers. You know, you get some people come and go, even myself, and people seem to come back. So there seems to be some kind of certain camaraderie that gets people to come back and stay with racing here. Ooh, we got to slide off. York goes off. No one's able to stay off him. Now let's take a look at who's sitting on pole right now. Wow, Craig Holmes with a best lap of 148.557. Followed by Danny Holtz, who's sitting in the pits right there, and Mike Dearlove, or Mark Dearlove. No, his name's not Mike. Mark. Yes, I'm looking through some new guys in Group 3 as well. There's a lot of new rules coming. I've been privy to look at the rules. The rules have been rewritten, and people are going to have to read them over because there are some changes. Just to let you know, I had nothing to do with any of the rules that have been written, but I had privy to read them. I'm not sure if it's a rough draft or they're finished yet, but found them to be somewhat interesting, and I think every driver should probably read them when they are released. In the 22, there's a number I've never seen. R male, number 22. That was Kevin Torrance on the grass, I believe, and then you saw Andy Skelton just run off course behind him. Maybe they're getting blue flagged. I'm not sure. Well, we only have about 21 seconds left in qualifying. Derry Howard is on the pole, followed by Craig Holmes, Dearlove, Holtz, Trowbridge, Simpson, Polnov, Hjort. Garland has pulled a 149. I was listening to him in Discord talking about getting faster laps, and he's driving the BMW. He switched from the BMW to the Lexus. He was about 3 seconds slower in the Lexus. It just shows how overpowered the BMW is. Our male is 11th. No idea who that is. Margaritas, 12th. Another new guy, Bailey, is 13th. Torrance, 14th. Banks, 15th. Blythe, Nolan. I don't have Blythe's paint job. Sousa, McKay, Stathis, Skelton. Pocock made a decision to start from the back. Woods starting from the back. Wiggins starting from the back. And Bourne I believe, all starting from the back. So far, we have 25 guys. I think it's a little smaller field than yesterday. I just hope these guys that are elected to start from the back are patient on their way up. I know they're getting their excitement out of passing a bunch of cars, but I hope on the way to the front that they are very patient. As always, I'm going to go from the helicam, beginning of the race. Drivers are waiting patiently. Terry Howard in the 201 on pole. Craig Holmes, the 109. Dearlove in the number 2. Holtz in the number 14. Third row, Chris Bourne, Terry Trowbridge. Next row, Ponov, Simpson, followed by Hort, Garland, Arabas, Armail, Margaritas, Bailey. Look at that, 2 rows in a row. We got two new guys, Bailey and Mail. Torres, Stathis, Sousa, Banks, Blythe, Nolan, McKay, Skelton, and then Pocock decided not to qualify. Woods decided not to qualify, and Wiggins decided not to qualify. Bunch of last to first trials today. Have we had one of those yet? I'm not sure what that means. Sorry. Not sure if I'm following you. What I like to do generally is start, say if there's 25 cars, I'll do a helicam on around 14, and then we'll get a good sense on what that first big corner is going to be like. Usually, if there's a pile up or that first big roundabout, I'm not sure what it's called. There's the first turn and then that second turn. Usually, that's where the incidents occur. Uh, and usually, it happens around 9th to 14th, and then you get your, bit of a pile up. But yesterday, the start was very good, and let's hope for another great start. 23 seconds to start.
20 seconds. Seconds.
Oh, good question. I don't know. Today would probably be a good day for that. I'm sure that's what the effort's going to be for Wood and both Wood and Pocock starting in the back. I get plenty of practice. This is a good opportunity for me to work on my speaking skills as well as get some views for my channel and try and build up my channel. So I race plenty. Usually I'll practice with the guys in Discord 2 or 3 hours a night, and then in the mornings I'll usually practice for about a half hour. So I get plenty of time in. And when the season becomes official, then I probably won't try and compete against their broadcast. That would be kind of silly. Holtz already has had an issue. He's off on the grass. Seems to have had issues. Not trying to stand on anyone, but he's had a whole. He's had some woes. That's what the name of this channel is. Uh, with starts so far, and hopefully, likely he did a very gentle rejoin, and he's on his way. I need to turn this volume up a little bit. Let's go with TV2 so we can get a little more volume. There we go. Does the volume of the cars sound okay to you guys? Is my voice in comparison with the volume of the cars sound okay, or is there any adjustment that I have to make? And hi, Big Natty. Hope you're doing well. Big Natty. Oh, we saw a car go up in the back there. That is Reese Wiggins. He's one of the guys that started in the back. Cars are low. Thank you. Should be a little bit better now. Let me see. I'll work on that. Turning the cars up quite a bit, like 20%. It's good input. Because I noticed the other day while I was watching my stream that I couldn't hear myself over the cars. So there's Pocock. He's moved his way all the way up to 18th already. And 2 cars back, you see Wood. Looks somebody behind there. Look, oh yeah, I saw that dive bomb coming. That's why I switched to it. I don't think it was Banks. I think it was the orange car. Either the Mercedes or the Lexus went for a dive, and that was the end result. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. Here we go. It was this. The Lexus went in early. Oh, and at the same time, the 57 was having a rough time in the corner, and off goes the 57. Let's take out the wreck before that between the 60. Oh, this was first the 67, I think, hit. There we go. There's what happened to Reese Wiggins right there. And even earlier back between the 67, the 67's been involved in 3 things. 67 and the 667, there was an altercation. Pocock is now up to 15th, and Wood has dropped way back. Something must have happened to him. Oh, he's the 57. He was involved in one of those incidents. And he's racing along with, I believe, Reese Wiggins, that is right in front of Wood. So those guys, I'm sure, will have a nice battle. Wood's trying desperately to get by. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is ridiculous. That was, guys, come on, guys. That's a little much. That was definitely a lack of patience right there. There you have it. A couple guys are hot right now. Wiggins, I kind of don't blame him for being aggravated, and luckily there's nobody behind him, but that right there is what you don't want to see, guys. And Wood has dropped back. I think he realizes that Wiggins is hot under the collar. Stuff happens. It's a practice race, but at the same time, people's heads get hot and tempers flare. Mark Palcock currently is running in 15th position. He's behind, passing right now, Kevin Torrance. Fisticuffs in the pits. Mike Molesky says, let's throw down. I'm with you, Mike. I'm not against you, but I'm with you. I'll follow you in, okay? I'm good with the left. I could be ambidextrous as well. But watch out for the left, because I'm a lefty. I just grab a hold of that guy's right arm and then fire away with the left, and they don't even know what hit them because they're expecting the right. So let's take a look at the leaders. There's Terry Howard. Oh, is there other excitement going on? We completely ignored the leaders. Terry Howard in first place with Craig Holmes right on his tail. Chris Bourne is looking to get by Dearlove. He's got the outside. Takes a nice wide turn there. Somebody's trying to grab the inside. I'm glad that Ponov did not do that. You know, here's the thing. Like, I always look at it like, these guys are your fellow racers. Like, if the guy was next to you and you were fishing, you'd probably be very respectful to the guy. You'd probably like, I mean, if I was standing next to a guy and I had a lunch box with me, a guy had no food, I'd offer him half a sandwich. But when it comes to a racing hobby, when you both going for a corner, and you know it's a tough corner, why push it? Why push the limit and try and pass the guy when you could try and pass him coming out of the corner? I mean, there's some guys in here that I feel completely comfortable going side by side with, but then there's some people that will dive bomb into a corner, and then they can't hold the corner in the bomb. They push out into you. Why do that to someone that you're racing with week after week? It's, to me, better to take like a nickel or dime and quarter every time that you treat them well and put it in the bank for someday, like when you need them to move out of your way. I'd rather have a better rapport. I'd rather have a much better rapport with people by treating them gently. I give my zing, Derek Bird with the zing. I give my right arm to be ambidextrous. So clicking down, this has been a very, very eventful first 10 minutes of this race. This is kind of really why I enjoy streaming these races, because they're fun to watch. I think I get a lot of times more fun. It's just more fun for me to watch the races than actually be in them. Craig Holmes has taken over first place from Terry Howard. There you see Bourne. There's quite a bit of gap between Bourne and Howard. Ponov has gotten by Dearlove. Trowbridge not too far behind with Simpson behind him. And right between those two guys is Hewart in the McLaren. It's cool to see Hewart driving the McLaren. He's doing really well with it too. There's been some more contacts. It's a contact between the 109 and the 201. That's neither of them. I was trying to go back and watch, but it's not allowing me to go back. Unfortunately. Sometimes the replay works, sometimes it doesn't. Got a nice pack of cars between. There's a nice battle between Aurobus and Garland. And Jeremy goes off and spins out. Oh, and it looks like Pocock followed him right in and then crossed the track. And he's taking some big damage there. That might be it. Look at his hood is. Oh yeah, he went to the pits. Just happened to tune in at the right time. It looks like Jeremy's hood is up as well. Quite a bit of damage there. And now he's off. He's done. Garland was the beneficiary of that, and he just raced away as his steady self. He generally is steady Eddie, Mr. Garland. And he's just enjoying that BMW. "17 minutes left." Mike Molesky says the dreaded follow the other guy into the wall effect. And that's what happens if you race the other driver rather than the track. I always tell people that I'm not the fastest guy in the world, but I always do my best to race the track. Always. Back even when I used to play NASCAR games. Race the track first and you'll have less issues. Oh. The dreaded to follow the guy into the wall effect. Why do we do that? That's exactly what I'm saying. You have to race the track rather than the car. And even basic driver's lessons, a good instructor, that would be the first thing that he tells you. Race the track, don't race the other cars. Holmes keeping a nice lane. I don't know if Holmes has ever had a win yet, even in a practice race. I haven't seen him win a lot, so this is pretty exciting. He's got 15 minutes he's got to survive to get what might be his possibly first win. And it's cool. It's really cool to see somebody else, some couple new guys up in the top here. Of course, you see Bourne has been slowly cutting the distance between him and Howard. There's Wood still on the track. I'm glad that he kind of still stay on the track. And also, Wiggin has stayed on the track. I would say even in a practice race, that kind of behavior in a race, I'm kind of putting it out there and also putting myself on the line, but I don't really care what anyone thinks, to be honest. That kind of behavior should not be welcome because it can affect other drivers' paths. I that kind of hothead move. We all get angry and stuff like that. But if that was a points race and I was one of the participants and that was in my path, I'd be pissed off. That's all I'm gonna say on that. The new guy Bailey is running in 9th place. He's having a very solid run. So I don't think Bailey. There's a good chance Bailey is not a Group 3 driver, but maybe a Group 2 driver. Yeah, Bentley in the lead too. Good point. Polnoff running in 4th place. Polnoff is almost always, he's just the guy that just keeps getting better. And he's always up top. He's always a guy that's in like the top 10. We're ticking down to the 13-minute marker, and see Bourne's getting closer and closer to Howard. But still, when he gets up to Howard, he's still got to get by. Pocock's back out on the track again. And right behind Pocock is Arobus. And they're both, that's for position, they're both on the same lap. Same lap, same cars, and they're coming up on some slower traffic. What you won't see is Arobus and Pocock in a team deathmatch. I can guarantee that. And back behind Pocock and Arobus is Wood. I think Margaritas has just been passed by Holtz. Holtz, who was last at the beginning, has done a great job of moving his way up through the field as well. He had those early first lap issue. I'm not sure exactly what happened, whether he got pushed off the track or was off the track on his own, but he settled in to do a really good job. And see, he's got a group of cars right in front of him that are all on the same lap, so it should be interesting to see if he catches those cars. So 1, 2, 3 the BMWs right in front of him. Yeah, there's 3 BMWs. Oh, 2 BMWs and a Porsche. I wonder if our male is Lorem, because Lorem drives almost the same exact car yesterday. And I think he might have been number 22, and it's almost the same paint job. I wonder if he just changed his name. Bourne looked like he went a little off track there. I'm not sure what happened. Bourne is running my number today. What's up with that? I just happened to notice he's running an 888. And it looks like Ponov just turned a 1 second, almost a half a second faster than Terry Howard, so he's catching up as well. Here's that pack I was talking about before, and there's Holtz. It was right on them. And behind Holtz is Margaritas. So if Holtz gets up and starts to turn them, you might see Margaritas almost gain on them too. Especially if he changes, when he goes to pass them, if he changes their line. 8 minutes and 53 seconds left. This is probably the most exciting pack right now. And these guys are racing pretty tight too. And they know Holtz is coming. Trust me. Yeah, I like to see that. 3 different manufacturers on the podium, which is a comment by Mike Molisky. Derek Bird says, Russell Mail from Sparks. This track ain't big enough for the both of us. That must be an English thing, because I have no idea what Sparks is. I'm afraid to click off this little grouping right here because I have a feeling it's going to get exciting. Let me take a quick look at where Bourne is. Bourne is right on Terry Howard now. Yeah, I'm loving to see that Bentley in the winner's circle. Bourne's giving it his best at getting a clean pass, which he will do. He is the type of driver that is going to try to pass cleanly. He's definitely a guy not to try and screw anyone, that's for sure. He hit the curb there. That's going to slow him up a little bit and allows Howard to pull away a bit. See, oh, we missed it, but Holtz has got by. Uh-oh. What happened to Mill? The 22. He must have just maybe went off. I'm not sure. The 57 and the 667 have had an altercation. Twice. Not once, but twice they've had contact. And he's gone to the pits. Who's the 57? What, again? Oh, that's a 67. I'm sorry. Who's in the 67? Harrison Nolan. The 57 and the 667 had issues at 852, 903, at 2735 and 2744. Yeah, these guys are hot on the collar, and now they're taking it to the text. 5 minutes left. I just typed in, hopefully that settles it down a little bit, because now they're taking it to text, and that's not really, for me, really good for the other drivers have to read that while they're driving. Bourne's falling off Howard a bit. Pulling off fourth, you see Dearlove behind him. Trowbridge, we're down to 4 minutes left. Hewart having a nice solid run in seventh. Simpson in eighth. Bailey and Garland. Holtz all over Garland right now. Oh, 70s pop group. Okay. Derek Bird giving us some history lessons on 70 pop groups, the Sparks. I'll have to look that up. So there was, oh, Bailey's still ahead of Garland, I see, and there's Mail, the 22. He's kind of by himself. There's Aerobus, 22nd. Pocock, 21st. Sousa, and 20th. Mackay. Skelton. I also just want to say I completely understand why Wiggins would be aggravated. But also at the same time, I I don't even know what to say about that. It's shouldn't be occurring on the track with other drivers. Holtz is trying to get by Garland. 2 minutes left. He's probably got about maybe 3 laps or 2 laps chance to get by him. There he goes. He's going for it inside. He's too far back. I don't think Melvin will be spooked by Holtz at all. Bourne trying to get the pass on. He backed off a little bit there. Howard hit the dirt. And Holmes, this is great for Holmes because he's just pulling away, saying goodbye. Yeah, good on. That would not have been a good place to try and pass right there, but he's got a nice run on him. He's got a nice run on him. Nope. This is a tough part of the course to pass. Well, both of the drivers involved in that altercation, they just need to take a break and not talk about it for a day or two, and then when cooler heads prevail, then they can just settle it then. Because really, after a day or two, they'll realize how stupid it all was. That's right. And that's why I think people should people should be forced to drive. My opinion on sim racing is you should be forced to drive the car like as if it's a real car. Like even like at the end of the races, you should come around the whole track and park in the pits, all that kind of thing. He's trying to get a pass. Trying to outside, that's not going to work. Garland still, oh, what happened to Holtz? He fell way back now. So Garland looks like he's probably going to get 10th. And Bourne has passed Howard, and Howard's got past Bourne. They're going at it hard. Here I could see if there's an incident. The last lap, both cars are going hard for it, but prefer not to see a wreck, but I completely understand on the last lap. Bourne backed off quite a bit right there.
The leader has finished the race.
And he's not going to get him, but he raced him very clean. And let's go back to Garland. There's Garland. And Garland is right on Bailey now. This should be interesting. Let's see if Bailey could keep it on track through this last turn. This is a very difficult turn right here. No, he kept it on a very nice turn. It looks like he's not going to relinquish his spot. It's very solid ninth. Garland 10th. There's Margaritas. Nolan with Pocock behind him. Pocock's a lap down, but good on him for finishing. Not just giving up. Sousa in 20th. McKay with Banks behind him. There's a Robus. Woods in the pits. Wiggins in the pits. Miles in the pits. All right, guys. Well, I enjoyed this race. It's pretty entertaining. Thank you very much, Mr. Bird. Everyone have a great night. If you're looking to join this race, stuff that happened today doesn't happen all the time. It's very rare. But I think you should, if you're just watching this replay of this and you're over 50 years old, you have a pulse and inclination to race, the game's like only $40. You could get yourself a nice wheel. Maybe you already have one. And a decent PC. And you could join us. Go to eseniors GT3 World Championship.com or go to Facebook and type in eseniors group under groups and look up the group and join. Hope everyone has a safe day and stay away from COVID and colds and sickness. Be healthy and have yourself a great rest of your day. Thanks for viewing.
exactly how much one of my I think to get to 10,000 subscribers